Hey guys, it is Tuesday here in West Virginia, and we're doing a 2 for Tuesday today because I got my two Greenlight Lowrider caddies in yesterday. And I was hoping to actually start doing some of the customizing videos with the 3D printed adjustable suspension bases I ordered from Canada, but they have not arrived. They have cleared customs and they were released from customs on Friday, and that's in Chicago. So I was really hoping they would be here today. Even Canada Post was expecting them to be delivered today, but there hasn't been any update. So hopefully by tomorrow or Wednesday, we'll see them here soon, I hope. I understand the holidays kind of screw things up, but still yet, I would think that they should have been here by now because it's been, I don't know, about 10 days since I ordered them. So it's been a little while. But anyways, we'll take a look at these caddies today. And we got one from Series 2 and Series 3. The one caddy that's in front of us right now is from Auto World. And we're just going to look at the base of it, really, whenever we get these other caddies cracked open. Because there's only bases available for the 72 to 74 Cadillac from Greenlight, from this guy. But I don't know if he plans on doing anything for Auto World or not. The only thing he offers for Auto World is the 62 Chevy. So let's start with the one from Series 2. This is the 1972 Cadillac Coupe Deville. This is from the California Lowriders Series 2. And in this series, you had a 55 Chevy Bel Air, kind of, which is an unorthodox lowrider, in my opinion, not the most common one. And then a 64 Chevy Impala, which is like the king of lowriders, a 63 Chevy Impala, a 70 Monte Carlo, the 72 Cadillac, and a 90 Chevy Caprice. So anyways, let's go ahead and get this guy out and take a look at him. And these seem to be true to scale because, well, not Greenlight, but Auto World claims that their Cadillacs are true to scale. And these are almost exactly the same length if you compare them side by side. And I would say that's pretty much correct. The sizes, I mean, I would say a 72 and 76 are fairly much the same length, if anything a few inches off, but these are like almost identical. That's why looking at the bases for customizing. So as I can see, the wheelbase is exactly the same. The location of the axles are identical, and the track width is pretty much the same, maybe off by, I don't know if anything, a 32nd of an inch, but they're pretty much the same. I know the tires on the Greenlight are a little bit wider, so it may throw it off a tad bit, but I think maybe I could get one of the 3D printed adjustable suspension bases to work on this, because usually his design is just a narrow front end here with A-arms that come off, and it's just really narrow, no front detail, and it goes to wherever the rivet is on the car, and it has a hole in it. So with that being said, it would probably pass up the post on the 76 from Auto World. It probably wouldn't line up, but you probably could glue it on instead of riveting it on, which I'm probably going to do with a couple of mine because I'm not so good when it comes to drilling out rivets and tapping the hole and stuff. I can drill out the rivets fairly okay, but the tapping thing, I don't really have the tools to do it, and I really have never attempted it. So I'm probably just going to glue my bases or leave them loose. But anyways, with the Greenlight base for the Auto World, I think we can make it work because they are resin. They're he said a heavy duty resin, but they still can be grinded and massaged and manicured, I guess, to fit underneath this car, most likely. But for right now, we're just going to do 2 Greenlight caddies. The 72, which is really a nice casting. The detail is very nice. They got it right with these big bumpers, with the way the lights are. The trunk lid has a caddy emblem and caddy logo and such. And as I said, the scaling looks to be correct. It is a huge casting for 1/64th. And the front end, I'm guessing, is correct for a 72. I'm not a Cadillac guru, but I would say that it's pretty accurate. And this one is tastefully done. The blue paint, it's kind of like, I don't know, kind of almost like marina blue on like a mid-60s Chevelle, 66, 67, maybe a little bit lighter. And then the lace, like web style panel graphics are really cool. They only did it on top of the car, nothing on the side except for the B pillar. So that looks very, actually classy. I guess it suits the Cadillac very well. And this thing would look really good with a set of like 13-inch Daytons on it, in all chrome with the little thin white wall 520 style tires and setting on the ground or in 3-wheel. It would look very cool. So hopefully I get those other bases really soon so I can try them out and place my second order to get bases for these Cadillacs. Well, this Cadillac and the other one we're going to open. This one will come later, and probably not this particular model, because this is supposed to be Darnell's Cadillac in my collection for Christine. It's not licensed to be his Cadillac, but it looks a lot like it. So anyways, moving along to the 73 Cadillac Coupe Deville from Series 3. I think this is Series 3. It says it somewhere here. Yeah, Series 3. And in this series, we had, once again, a 55 Chevy Bel Air, a 63 Chevy Impala, a 71 Chevy Monte Carlo, a 72 Cadillac Sedan DeVille. So there was a 4-door. And that's another one I want to get to, is a 4-door Sedan DeVille Cadillac from Greenlight, because I think the base that he makes, Diecast Mafia, I should say, it should fit the 4-doors also. It says it fits any 72 to 74 Cadillac from Greenlight. The Coupe DeVilles, it says, but the Sedan DeVille, I think they use the same chassis, but I'm not 100% sure. I'll have to order one to find out. And then there was an 89 Chevy Caprice. Wow, actually only one Impala in this lineup. That's wild. I would have figured there would have been more, because the 6'4" is the king of lowriding. So anyways, let's get this guy out and take a look at him. He almost looks like stock, honestly. There's not much going on with graphics and such on this car. And it is, yeah, pretty much just plain Jane Coupe Deville that's been lowered to the ground. And it looks very clean. The tan interior with this medium red color looks really, really good. So this thing would look very good, once again, saying on some chrome Daytons, maybe gold on this one, even though everything's chrome, but still maybe a combo of like a gold spoke with a chrome rim. Dayton on it would look pretty good. But yeah, this is a very sharp car. So this is a 73. So comparing front end 72 to the 73, little bit of difference. I think I like the 73 better. I like the front bumper design of the 73 a little better than the 72. So pretty cool car. Both of them are pretty cool cars, actually. And these are, I don't know, are they opening hood castings? I don't think so. I think it's cut, but it's not able to be opened. Yeah, it's not opening. Or mine's like really stuck shut. But I don't think they open. anyways, you guys can let me know in the comments if you guys have these castings and you've messed around with them a little more than what I have. But yeah, these hoods do not want to open. So I'm thinking it is a separate piece. You can see by the gap here, it is not just a little line. It is actually a separate piece from the main body, but they are riveted closed as far as I can tell. As I said, unless mine are like really stuck. So anyways, these are great looking cars. Even if you're not going to mod them with like adjustable suspension and such, they look really good. The only thing that I would probably do to them if I was not going to swap the base, I would get some 3D printed Daytons and put on it so it looks like it's riding on like a 13 or 14 inch rim with the little thin white wall 520s. It would look really good with a setup like that. You wouldn't even have to have adjustable suspension. But I want to go the full custom with these guys and do the adjustable suspension with the little Dayton Low Pros. And then the other one that I want to do is a 64 Impala from Greenlight. I have a bunch of 64 Impalas from Revell and Hot Wheels that already have adjustable suspension, but I would like to go ahead and do one from Greenlight. And then I have that 63 Greenlight that Gilbert built me, which is a very sweet piece. So it will look really good next to a 64 with adjustable suspension from Greenlight. And then there's also going to be a couple of Johnny Lightning Monte Carlos we're going to be doing. But as I said, we're just waiting on the first order to arrive so we can knock out the M2 Regal and the Auto World 62 Chevy. So those are our first victims. So hopefully those parts will be here in the next day or two. So that's it for our 2 for Tuesday, guys. I hope you enjoyed it and such. And I will be back on Friday with our Free It Friday. We have a couple of G bodies to crack open for you on Friday. So appreciate you watching, and we'll talk to you soon. Enjoy the rest of your week.